Il y a longtemps que j'ai cessé de croire que lorsque je mourrai, le monde sera un meilleur endroit que lorsque je suis né. Pour cette raison, je n'ai jamais vraiment été un activiste politique. J'ai toujours considéré la politique comme un sport de salon. Il y a cependant des gens qui, par courage ou par naïveté, ou encore par intérêt, se lancent dans l'aventure à leur façon. C'est à eux que ce documentaire est dédié. J'ai commencé ma découverte du mouvement des indignés à Montréal. Mais comme pour toute chose, il est tellement plus aisé de se lancer à la découverte lorsque l'on est hors de chez soi. Donc, destination, New York, pour voir où tout a commencé. On peut résumer le mouvement Occupy Wall Street en disant qu'il veut prouver qu'un autre monde est possible. Sur cela, c'est réussi. Y mettre les pieds, c'est changer d'univers. Le mouvement s'est installé dans un paysage où il était à la fois peu probable et à la fois inévitable qu'il le fasse. L'organisation y est étonnante, tant par son efficacité que par son absence de structure. Chez les protestataires, la diversité règne. Chacun vient comme il veut et participe à sa façon. On y trouve toutes les opinions et les débats y sont fréquents. Plusieurs dressent un triste portrait de leur pays, une Amérique qui aurait perdu sa voix. On y déplore le manque d'opportunités qui met en péril l'égalité des chances.
The ability to survive is an inherent right. Unfortunately, that's not always provided here.
L'American Dream, l'espoir de battre le destin, semble être mis hors de portée.
There are some very underfunded schools in this country, some very wealthy schools in this country. Where you go really can determine your future in a lot of ways.
Social mobility, the American dream. It was great to say we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, but they never were going to live in a world like that.
On y parle plutôt du modèle scandinave.
I just come back from Sweden and they pay more taxes there, so it spreads the wealth amongst the community more. So there's good free education and free medical.
If we could provide everyone with health care where they could have preventative care, I think even if we were paying for that overall, that would save a lot of money for the country.
You know, what do we really need? You know, and it's basic.
I agree with you.
Healthcare, education.
Essentials.
L'ambiance va de l'optimisme jusqu'au cynisme.
I have literally spoken to so many people. Everyone wants to listen to what I have to say.
If anyone comes here with a culture that's offensive to you and you want to like put up a wall between you and them, you know what? Go get an apartment.
I'm a carpenter by trade, so I like order. I don't like all this shit. It's too crazy for me, you know?
Tout ne va certes pas si mal au pays de l'oncle Sam, mais compte tenu des problèmes immédiats des États-Unis, plusieurs tentent de rester simplement pragmatiques.
I guess pragmatism is kind of winning out over the super idealist ideas. You know, you got to be realistic at some point.
I don't think anybody expects any kind of action right away. I mean, it's unrealistic.
Si les orientations économiques sont critiquées sur le plan social, elles le sont aussi sur le plan environnemental. Plusieurs réclament aussi un développement plus durable.
I've been a chef for 20 some odd years. I feel like I'm making everybody sick every day by cooking the food supply that we have, and it's horrible. The things are getting sprayed with pesticides, and meats are getting pumped full of hormones, and there's antibiotics in the food. The food supply's gotta change. They're patenting life, they're patenting seeds, and claiming that it's their property. Nobody owns corn. Nobody should ever own corn. No corporation, no human being.
D'autres réclament un développement plus axé sur la nature sociale plutôt que cupide de l'être humain.
Instead of working together for the benefit of the whole industry, we're doing the exact opposite. Every single person is working for self-interest, maximum consumption, minimal, giving back.
We allowed the dollar to become more important than human development, and that is totally outrageous. That's wrong. Okay, everybody on this earth are siblings. All of us are siblings. We all come from the same place.
And we see that it doesn't work. We see that all the systems that we have built based on these values of, what's in it for me, everything is crashing down, everything is crumbling down.
Car, par-dessus tout, on semble encore vouloir croire à la bonté et à la capacité d'être à la hauteur des circonstances.
We have become a small global village, and we have no choice but to take into account the interest of every single one in this, this village. It goes beyond morality. It's kind of like we have no choice.
And with the world watching, it's going to change, but it's going to take time.
I think so far everything's going very, very well, and I think we've had a few victories, and there's more victories to come.
And I'm just saying, and I'm right, that God can change something for everybody. And without faith, nothing is possible. With faith, everything is possible. And always keep my faith up.
Parce qu'au fond, penser à l'avenir de la collectivité n'empêche personne de bâtir le leur.
That moment is now. That moment is now. Using all these people that I love and believe in. Using all these people that I love and believe in. And their voices to ask you to marry me. And their voices to ask you to marry me. I don't know what's going to happen in this movement. I don't know what's going to happen in this movement. But I hope it's half as successful as our marriage is going to be. But I hope it's going to be half as successful as our marriage. So Deb, will you occupy my life? Will you occupy my life?
Yes.
Sur cette note d'espoir et de joie, dirigeons-nous vers un pays où la santé est gratuite, l'éducation abordable et le filet social mieux tissé, mais où, malgré cela, des gens participent au même mouvement d'indignation. Ce pays, c'est le Canada. À Toronto, à 2 rues du cœur financier canadien, les indignés d'Occupy Toronto ont établi leur camp. On y est à des années-lumière de New York. L'ambiance y est zen et l'endroit y est calme, prenant parfois des allures de sanctuaire. Au moment où je suis arrivé sur les lieux, un petit groupe s'y apprêtait à se rendre à l'hôtel de ville où les conseillers débattaient du projet de privatisation de la collecte des ordures proposé par le très conservateur, quoique très coloré, maire Rob Ford.
Rob Ford is disrespectful, does not address the people in a respectful way, that we need to be ultimately respectful and better than him.
Le spectacle du conseil municipal, à lui seul, tue tout triomphalisme. Le Canada n'est pas à l'abri des problèmes qui accablent nos voisins du Sud.
And I'm doing this because my constituents, believe it or not, want me to do this. And they want to do it because they didn't like the way the last strike went. It was an issue that our workers, the city workers, were throwing our bins everywhere, and they're still doing it. And when people wake up in the morning and they want to throw out their garbage and they want to go to work, they don't want to come home at night and chase it down the streets.
To this. I'd like to spend a moment talking about some of the people who are in the chambers today. People who have been working in one of the worst jobs in the city of Toronto, carrying people's trash. We are about to tell those people, thank you very much. There's the door.
The outsourcing of services requires a complex series of trade-offs, cost savings versus growth, and maintaining organizational cohesion versus knowledge and innovation. We have made more innovation in solid waste in this city than almost any other city in the world in the last 15 years.
And I'll be honest with you, in the conversations that I've had with some of my colleagues, some of you who are going to be voting on this contract, voting to do that to these women and men, are going to be doing it out of low, mean spite. It's discouraging.
I can't support this bid because I can't promise my residents that we're going to be able to go on innovating, that we're going to be able to continue to be world leaders. And I can't promise my residents that their service will ever get any better. I can only promise them that someone else is going to take care of it, and I'll go on to thinking about something else now.
De retour au campement, on remarque rapidement l'importance du monde de l'esprit. On y est beaucoup plus dans l'idéologie que dans le pragmatique. Vu l'enviable situation actuelle du Canada, peu y sont pour réclamer. La plupart y sont pour dénoncer l'érosion des valeurs qui aurait permis au Canada de demeurer un endroit où il fait bon vivre.
People mostly care about themselves now. As long as they're doing okay, they're all right. I mean, there's a lack of apathy in Canada lately, and that's something that's very un-Canadian.
Canadians are kind of, drifting away from almost their origin and worrying more and more about money and, corporatism and consumerism.
We're about 5 to 10 years in following on the state's legislation. We crushed our tax code just like they did. We're cutting corporate taxes just like they did. So, I mean, the problems just are around the corner. So, yeah, we escaped everything, but we're heading down the same path and making the same kind of mistakes.
On y critique beaucoup le mode de vie actuel.
Yeah, and all these things, you gotta buy this, you gotta have this. Every year they're coming up with a new thing, and to cover up, it's just, life is being buried on top of itself, and...
On y parle de la perte de la solidarité.
I think there's a lot of, disdain looked on people who need to rely on the system for help and stuff like that in Canada. You're viewed as a sponge leeching off society. If you fall down, you think that they want to help you back up, not keep you down and make fun of you.
On y parle de la perte de sens et de la perte du souci de la nature.
And you'll never ever gain enough money to feel loved. And that's why I think we're so sunk into what's going on right now. And I sat with that for a while, and I realized it doesn't have to do with out there, it has to do with me and within here and how I feel about my situation.
One of my concerns as well is the technologization of culture and what I call the reification of the life world. And so with these, the ubiquity of technological gadgets, they seem incredibly innocuous and harmless, but there's a real problem as well that I think people do need to recognize, and that's related to this alienation from the life world.
We're here to bring spirits, to rise spirits up and to make people enjoy, because this, what's going on with the world and stuff, and so many people communicating and stuff, it's a lot to take in at certain times, so it's always good to bring it back to that natural place, which is...
On y trouve que le Canada perd la raison et finit par perdre un peu son âme. Malgré cela, tant à Toronto qu'à New York, les protestataires voient dans leur mouvement une source d'espoir.
And it's incredibly uplifting, it's incredibly hopeful, this effort to reclaim compassion, to reclaim the social as well, the social space, and thereby to also reclaim the political space.
And that's the beautiful thing, is that people can make change.
I've avoided politics my whole life until now. I'm 41 years old now, so now I'm starting to think about it,
Never really known free speech until you come in here. You can pretty much say whatever you want as long as you're respectful. And finding 300 or 400 people talking about politics at the same time with no screaming or yelling, and amazing.
We don't have a First Amendment to talk about the weather. We have the First Amendment to talk about controversial things. And it's a beautiful thing to have, and we're exercising our right now.
Bien que leurs conditions respectives les séparent,
I grew up in Kingston, Ontario, and then moved to Toronto, and then, off to Montreal, but living in the States, it's a completely different animal.
I'm from the United States. Canada has legitimate claims, but America, they're definitely fighting for it. It's like, they feel like it's life or death out there, really big time.
I mean, what happens in America happens to Canada pretty much, to a point.
Et malgré le fait que les protestataires soient un peu devenus de la chair à caméra, ils persistent.
Because it seems like it's a spectator sport, like people are here like a zoo.
Also, media does not represent me, so even this video does not represent me. If you really want to know me, these words are probably not a good way of getting to know me. So come walk with me and see the logistics of what it is to be here next to me. Get your own experience.
Enfin, ils ont voulu persister. Ils n'avaient certes pas raison sur tout. Comme le notait avec justesse David Brooks du New York Times, a group that divides the world between the pure 99% and the evil 1% will have nothing to say about the way we have overconsumed and overborrowed. But don't be fooled by the cliches of protest movements past. The most radical people today are the ones that look the most boring. It's not about declaring war on some nefarious elite. It's about changing behavior from top to bottom. Let's occupy ourselves. Alors, pour conclure, peut-être ai-je raison d'être cynique. Peut-être le monde ne sera-t-il pas un meilleur endroit de mon vivant. Mais un jour, sans doute le sera-t-il pour d'autres. C'est cela qui est important. Et lorsque cela arrivera, il faudra avoir une pensée pour ces gens qui ont, un peu, à leur façon, commencé le bal.